Bobby's been in this way.
Hello, we're here. The whole crew is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome. So excited.
Alyssa joined that we've got everybody here.
Yes. Shit happens, especially in the summer. Things go on and
it's so
holidays and whatever. But welcome to Phixius 5. This is session 57. And our sponsor for tonight is Canadian Dice. You can go to canadiandice.ca, use the code TheVectera, all one word, for 10% off your dice order. Maggie, what is your pick of the week?
So Bardic Inspiration. All the weeks are starting to run together.
Yes, it is.
It's Bardic Inspiration in case you need like an intellect boost on an intellect save. If you don't remember things. It's pretty. It's like pinky, purpley, greeny. And Bard is one of my favorite classes. So you should enjoy it too.
It is very pretty.
Maggie approved.
Yes.
Stamp. Speaking of Maggie, tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m., Maggie will be on Together Among the Stars with Dungeon Daddy Rick, bringing back Sorry?
Cassidy.
Yes, Ranger Cassidy, who actually went to Ranger School this time and is not from fake Ranger School.
Yes.
Amazing.
Sunday night, we've got Legacy of Fire at 7:30 on DM Jeremy's channel. Back here for Mistwalkers at 8:30 on Monday, episode 70. Maybe they'll level up.
We gotta finish the trial first.
Yeah. Yep. We'll see how that goes.
It's not a win. It's
Look, this last time around, it was not our fault that we didn't get it done, okay?
Yeah, I know. Wednesday, we've got the Wasteland Saga at 9 p.m. That's over on Goodman Games' official Twitch channel. Our guest this week is Alphinius Goo from Gooey Cube.
Yeah.
Fantastic gentleman. Thursday, we've got Song of Crystal and Shadow. And if you are not in our Discord, you are missing out not only on the porny fan art, but we also dropped our Spooktober game list. Spooktober.
A spooky potato.
That was a really long week for everybody.
A really spoopy yam.
The session's gonna be great, guys.
Spoopy yams. We dropped all the games that are running through Spooktober. If you want to play, pick 2 out of the list, your top 2, send them to Artemis, and they will organize kind of where everybody's going to be. And if we're lucky, Maggie will not have an accidental nip slip.
You want me to change shirts?
No,
that happened last Spooktober?
No, the straps kept going down, and I'm like, okay.
No, it's like the straps, like the actual, like...
If they sit up, we're done for.
I'll go change shirts.
No, you're fine. I just could see it, and at one point I'm like, oh no.
No, it's like, I don't think it goes that far. I have a shirt right here.
You're okay. You don't need to change. You're fine.
It's okay. I got another shirt. I got it because I'm a mod on a different server, and I get a free t-shirt once a year.
Nice.
I just learned today we can't have feet on here. I didn't realize that before.
You can't have feet?
Yeah.
You can't have feet.
Show your feet on Twitch.
No. Oh, not that I've been planning to, but like
I don't have shoes on right now.
Terms of service.
Yeah.
They're just like stumpier hands. Come on.
It's because it's a very specific fetish. And
there's a fetish for technically everything.
Oh, I know, but like feet is kind of the one you can.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just sitting here with my feet up on my desk, but really, like, you're watching me paint my toes, doing moisturizing, like, it's,
Yeah, but there are also people who are disabled who use things like the sticky, like, pads.
Yeah.
And that's how they would, like, show proof. That's so weird.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the more
superhero trick.
That was amazing, Maggie.
I wasn't slut shaming you, I promise. I was just worried that you were gonna boob out.
That's my superpower and super weak.
I have no problem. Free the nipple and all that, but
And
not on Twitch.
And unboobing instead of an unboxing.
No dogs out, no boobs out on Twitch.
Yeah. My boob was up in my armpit earlier. It's fine.
It's been a whole voyage today.
It's been a booby voyage. You can go to our merch shop at tinyurl.com/vacmerch. There is a very cute new design up that was designed by Emily for Sploff, the amazing frog apprentice, brung apprentice. Very, very cute. If the pocket...
Famous.
There's a pocket t-shirt coming. I don't know if it's been approved yet, but it has to like go through like specific approvals before they'll actually release it. If it's not up there yet, it will be. But it's super cute.
Yay.
And as always, our podcast is available wherever you get your podcast from. Go ahead, Artemis.
Yeah. The notes in my brain short out. When we last left off, you guys had arrived in Dralles and presented yourselves to the Council of Elves that are sort of in charge of Andarin, and they sort of dismissed you out of hand in an attempt to keep themselves safe rather than getting involved with everybody else. And one of them, named Kada, said that she would try to help you convince them if that's what you wanted, but they weren't really sure how much help they would actually be. You found out that there is a library that you can go to get more information, hopefully on Hastia's site, which is what you've sort of come here for. You spent some time at the bathhouse, got a little bit of information about like the sort of climate of the area. You discovered that there was a shrine to Cottonwood in town, and when we left off, the party had split in two. Some of you were headed towards the apple orchard in the northern end of town, and if I remember correctly, Karini and O were going to the library to do research. So that's kind of where we're gonna pick up now. But yeah, what is kind of the plan for everybody? What's that face?
Nothing. Vince went and got me very pretty earrings from an indigenous creator.
Oh, so sweet of him.
Oh, cool.
That's pretty.
Very
Wow,
nice.
Those are so beautiful. Oh, crap.
That's so pretty.
It's so pretty.
They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
And his shirt is amazing.
Is that the one with the cat?
The notorious AT? Yes.
Yeah, he told me about that.
Mm-hmm.
It's great.
And the shark bath bomb?
Nice.
That is amazing.
Sweet.
Remember when I clogged your
Thanks.
toilet?
Yes, I remember when you clogged my toilet.
Oh no, it's still there.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm.
No toilets
Anyways.
were harmed in the making of my visit.
Thank
You didn't harm, it's fine. You didn't break it.
You
Yeah.
got good water pressure in your shower.
Sorry.
I would like a snack.
Num num nums. So
Mm.
yeah, you guys are currently like you were just splitting up into groups. What would you like to do?
I'd like to read books.
Okay.
Oh, as
So
well.
O and Karini are headed off to the library, sort of over in the mage's quarters. You were given a writ by Kada to get you access to the libraries. And everybody else is headed to the Grove then?
Elise wants to go to the library. They'll go to the Nerd Palace.
Okay. So Aster and Aster and Ram are headed north then to the apple orchard. Or are you all going to go to the library and then all go to the apple
I feel like
orchard?
that's what the chat wants us to do, just saying, everyone.
Split the
To
party?
split?
We're splitting the party.
No, they don't want us to split the party.
What could possibly go wrong?
You wanna show them a
Nothing
picture?
could go wrong.
I know what could go wrong. You guys, you and Ram would get
Come on,
arrested.
Vince, I
That
gotta
would go
see
wrong.
it.
Want to see the shirt?
What could go wrong is O might set the library on fire.
Yeah.
Is that Jersey?
Oh, that's a great
You
shirt.
sent me a picture of that earlier
Yes.
today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Wait.
Cool.
Oh my god. Wait. Is that a Jersey?
No, it's just a random cat.
It looks like Jersey.
I know.
That's amazing.
Sorry, everybody. I'm a derailing panda tonight.
Only
That
tonight.
needs to be a shirt.
I'm a
Derailing panda.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
get panda dice on Canadian
Don't worry,
dice.
I'm also gonna draw a spook-tato.
Yes.
Thought it was
Oh
a
my god, yes.
October.
Uber. That's right. Thank you.
Maggie's playing Pokemon. Everybody's in
Happy
good shape tonight.
Spooktober, everybody.
We were distracted for one moment, and I opened my Pokemon Go, and there's a shiny. I'm catching it.
That's fair.
Oh.
That is fair.
So, are we gonna
As
split the
would we
party, or are
all.
we gonna keep the party together? That is the
Let's
question.
No,
split
library.
the party.
Library.
Library.
Library. Library.
Nerd Palace.
Are you
Oh, packs
Enacting-
their blowtorch in case.
girlfriend privileges,
It's a dog.
Aster?
Yes.
Okay, you
Yes.
guys are in the library.
Well
Yay.
done, Aster.
I'll be like that guy, the typical cis male that goes to a shopping mall with their girlfriend and sits somewhere with their purse.
With the purse, yeah.
That's me.
Just like outside the dressing room.
Yep.
Knitting.
The 10 shopping bags already next to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I wouldn't put them in the bag of holding, because what if they're bags of holding?
Ooh.
What if Sly?
I don't know what would happen.
I don't know, your campaign would change right quick.
You guys almost
Quick
did
trip
that
to
a
the
couple of
astral
weeks
sea.
ago.
Crossover.
Yeah, you guys almost changed everything a couple of weeks ago, and I was kind of like, oh, I hope they don't do that. But alright.
Just a quick trip
What
to
was
the
it?
astral sea.
So we can do it.
It had something to do with the stone that you guys were thinking about doing at some point, but you used one of the uses off of it, so you can't now, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Oh, that.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine.
It's fine. What could possibly go wrong?
We just have to wait a month for it to recharge. That's fine.
It's already been 3 days, so you're fine. Alright, so you are going as a group then to the library. Yes?
Yeah.
Ram complains the
Yes,
entire way.
Enthusiastically.
Hi, Barry.
Alright. So you leave Ileana and Asir with Kenny and Frank in the suite. And what?
Cassie.
Azzy. Yeah, Azzy. You leave them in the suite of rooms that you had been given. Kata takes her leave from you from the night, but doesn't appear to leave the inn.
Mysterious. Whatever could she be doing there?
I
Who?
wonder.
Ooh.
Just elf things.
Yeah, fine.
Such questions to have regarding that.
And the rest of you leave, and it's just after nightfall now, as you're heading through town. The city is beautiful at night. It's lit up with lanterns along the pathways, and all of the like sort of fey creatures that live here, they all glow with their own sort of like bioluminescence or anything like that. Like fireflies, they sort of light up through the night.
Granny,
Oh, is like, oh my god, shiny
Granny.
things.
the whole city is shining. I love it a lot. We should stay here longer, I think.
I use prestidigitation to make shiny.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh no.
So describe how you do this.
Just like little, like when you have like fiber optic trees or like a fiber optic sculpture and it just like glows at the little tips. I want to make all of their feathers like fiber optic feathers, so they just glow around the edges.
Nice.
I am shiny too now. Oh,
Right?
it is the best day today. I love this a lot.
Master, you see, as you sort of move through the city with Ram, there are some of those dandelions here too.
Oh no.
The cute baby ones.
And
Yep,
the
there's a
fake
couple of
ponies.
there's a couple of baby ones here. Oh, I don't know if Keisha was here when I showed you those.
No,
I
you
will
need,
have
you
to-
need
I
to
don't-
show that again, I think.
Yeah.
Look, it's
Send the picture
pasta.
again. Hi, baby kitten. What are you doing?
Yeah, Ram, you just feel like
Right, she was
you
gonna try
are
to fall
looking
down the
around with Aster in her usual position, and then like in a second she's just like gone. Just already just like picked up like 3 of them that she can find, and it's just like trundling along behind you guys. And Taiji, of course, is curled up in her hair, his head poking out, but
The
she's gathering
dandelions
more.
are the fake pony butterfly things.
Yes.
All of the above.
Anything and everything she's able to find, and they're
Okay.
willing to come with.
Aster, you see that what you thought originally was butterflies
No.
are little miniature winged horses with butterfly wings.
They're so cute.
Oh,
Yeah.
O is chasing after them.
Trying to eat them. Hugs.
No. To catch them.
But this
eat them.
city very much is awake even at night. It's not noisy like Ebonbreak was, but it is still very much awake. There are people out and about. Obviously, creatures that move throughout the town. Like there's a very sort of clear mashing of nature and man-made here.
Oh, they're elves
Important.
too, right? They don't sleep all that much.
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
4 hours.
It's almost
Can-
all exclusively elves here. There are very few other races in this city.
Are you able to see the sky, or is there just so much lights going on that
Yeah,
you can't
you can
really
see the sky.
Okay.
And the constellations are all starting to come out now. It's a very calm night considering what you left behind. With Ebonbreak being attacked like it was. So
And that almost feels eerie in some ways.
yeah, it's a stark difference for sure. You meander on through the city, following the directions that Kata had given you, and you arrive at a very large 3-story building that has turrets on either side, and a very large central double door that is it looks like it's hand carved. It's very beautiful. Lots of stained glass in the windows, and there's light within. It looks like it's operational, like she said. You're able to enter in. Yep. So you enter in through the front of the building, and you are greeted by warm light and very welcoming. There are, think like Beauty and the Beast in the library that he builds for her. It's very much like that. There are books everywhere in here. It's different from the libraries that you're used to in the fact that there are no people that you would assume are not students here. There are, like in Ebonbreak, you saw people of all kinds because admission to the library was simply a piece of your knowledge given to the library. You could enter that way. Here, it's not like that. You can tell that there is definitely a sort of hoarding of knowledge, and it's kept to the upper echelon of the city. But you have a writ that you can present.
More reasons to hate this place.
Do you want me to show the writ?
Sure. Good.
Part of me wants to make a fuss and then show the writ.
We can't be
Yes.
Karens while we're here. We're better than that. We've defeated the HOA.
Uh,
I'm not being a Karen, I'm being a... Knowledge should be shared. Hoarded like this.
We
You
can
keep-
work on
Belongs
that.
in a museum. Sorry.
Just hear somebody shouting that in the,
I
in the
just got
distance.
possessed by Indiana Jones for a minute. I'm fine now.
We can work on that after, we prevent the world from exploding.
Yeah.
And we are going to work on it after. We're not just going to, forget about this, right?
I have a very long to-do list.
Put it on the to-do list.
Yep.
Okay. Somebody else is in charge of that, though, right? They've been working on actually making the to-do list of things to do?
Looks over at Karini.
Oh, fine. I'll get a notebook.
Okay, well, you write in the notebook. I'm gonna go talk to the person.
So there is a desk, and seated behind it, there is a elven male with his skin is so pale it's almost see-through, and he's got long white silver hair, much like Elise's actually, and he keeps it in a tight braid and looks at you all with very startling purple eyes and greets all of you. Welcome. What can we
Hello.
do for you? He sort of peers over the desk at hello.
We're here to see the books. Do you have some books here?
He kind of looks at all of you. Access to the library is restricted.
Yeah, about that. Go fuck yourself.
Hey!
We are allowed to see the books if we want. We have a paper.
Hey, everybody, just settle down for one I'm sorry, and then I present the writ.
He takes it, and he looks very much like if he had feathers. He looks very much like if he had feathers, they would be ruffled, because he just looks upset by what Ram has kind of said. Okay, and for his secret, and he takes the paper and reads it, probably more carefully than he really needs to.
One
But
of those people.
goes
We are
through it.
allowed to see your library. We are here. I am very excited about your books.
I'm also very excited about the books.
Too bad you're not sharing it with the general public to also be excited about
Okay,
it. But, hey, I don't
everybody,
know.
we're in a library. Shh.
Not yet. He's reading the writ. Oh
Well,
no,
he
I'm
needs
sounding more
quiet
like
to
Ram.
read. That's how it works, I think.
Sorry, I was trying to grab the...
I can be
That is
quiet,
true.
Elise. Sometimes. Maybe today I will be quiet. I will see.
We're gonna play the quiet game now. Whoever talks first loses.
Okay, I will stop talking now. Oh, I lost. Oh no.
Maybe the library wasn't a good choice.
Hydrate.
Oh.
He
Glug, glug.
goes over the paperwork and files it away. Says, "Of course, please." There are several inside who can help you if you have questions.
We do. We have some questions. Who can help us?
It sort of points down the length of the stacks, and you can see that there are people there that are very clearly wearing robes that would qualify as a uniform. And he says, anyone in the gray robes will be able to help you.
Thank you. O hops off towards the gray robe people.
Yeah, O is just gone.
Oh.
Okay.
Rainy turns around and O's just gone.
I'm trying to follow.
So wait, does this Aster, you won the quiet game? Congratulations.
Oh, huh. Do I get something? I think that's the first time I've won something.
I don't know, babe. Would you like a health potion?
Sure. Could always use one of those.
I pull one out from the bag of holding, just one of the regular ones, and kind of purposely make a show of giving it to her. As I'm assuming she's on my shoulders again.
Yes.
He also is carrying one of the dandelions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
she's
know,
sitting
it's a
on your
little heavier.
shoulders. There's one of the dandelions just splooted on your head.
Yeah, like you do.
I named him Farquaad.
Seal
Did you
Lord?
steal it from his mother?
So good. What a good
I
name.
Refrain from answering that.
For fear of incriminating myself, they say.
You can lie
It's
by
not.
omission.
I mean, you notice as you hand that potion over, Mihiran sort of watches you very closely.
I'm just, brand face staring at him.
He doesn't really show any emotion, just apart from his eyes are sort of almost hungry.
Health
You know,
potion,
it's a
damn.
shame that health potions are so rare. If more people had access to the knowledge to make them, they would be less rare.
He doesn't really respond to that.
I just walk away.
Wanna know so bad.
You could ask. I would tell you.
I'm too busy chasing O.
Okay.
Alright, so what is everybody doing?
Elise's ear twitches. They are starting to get a headache. They can hear the rushing water, and they're not sure if it's because that they're cursed, blessed, or that they're just exhausted.
Blurst. Alright,
Looking for
so
books.
he sort of gives you a nod, Elise, and goes back to writing in the ledger he was working in.
Elise puts on their takes the hood from the Raven Queen, holds it over their face, opens their mouth to silently scream before removing the hood and going to look for books.
Okay. So O is running down the stacks. Karini's chasing O. Ram and Aster are doing what?
I'm not really
Following.
sure.
Following them at a more leisurely pace.
Okay.
It's pets.
O is I just picture O is Scooby-Dooing through the stacks, and Karini's having a hell of a time catching up to her. Just trying to catch O.
Hopping. And then obviously there's a pangolin rolling along after them. Making a racket because it's full of silverware.
Yep. That's all you hear in this library. It's just a faint.
Just the sound of
Amazing.
You can see,
That's the
Elise, you
clocks.
can see.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Elise, you can see some of the assistants are sort of watching this happen, and look to you.
Elise just gives them the customer service thumbs up, the thumbs up of somebody who has interned for free a lot in their lives.
And it's currently
With
dead
very little
inside.
benefits except for clout.
They
I
just
wanna-
sort of like give you the thumbs up back and go back to what they were doing.
Find the smallest, daintiest book possible.
Be an investigation check.
I will assist.
I want to fuck with the master. Let me find the smallest book ever. 17.
Okay, so 17. Okay. So you're following Karini and O at a slower pace, and you sort of skid to a halt, and you look over at one of the shelves, and there's a very small book, maybe like 3 inches by 4 inches. It's very small, and the title of the book is "The Stars and the Serpent."
It seems rather fitting and a little on the nose.
I random generated one while you were talking. That's what happened.
That's what it came up with?
Yep.
Oh my
It's like,
gosh!
I was frantically typing like fantasy book generator, and I wasn't looking, and I hit the button. I look over, and it says "The Stars and the Serpent."
Well, it seems like it was meant to be, so you want to come read this with me?
Yes.
Good, because I don't know how to read. Joking, I know how to read.
2,300 years,
After
and I
being
never
like,
learned how to read.
I had to read orders from the front lines. And maps.
Okay. So you find this book, and you wander off and find sort of a cozy little nook to sit in and start reading the book.
Hell
Snuggle,
yeah.
snuggle.
I don't think we find a cozy nook. I think because Ram is just such in a belligerent place right now. They go
Okay.
to find like an open table of some sort to sit at that's like kind of central and people walk by a lot.
Okay.
And
Oh, I need to lay on the table.
yes, so Master's gonna sploot on the table
Loot.
Okay.
and
Dandelion sploots on Aster.
I'm gonna sit in 2 chairs
Like you do.
and read my tiny ass little book.
With your feet up on one? Is that the plan?
1 cheek on each chair.
Nice.
Just
Okay.
as obnoxious as possible without making
like-
a noise.
Ram, you're a big Warforge, and this book is very small. So you've got like this book, and you're holding it like this, and you're sitting next to Aster, and the two of you are reading, and you quickly discover that this is a book written by a ship's captain, talking about the Strait of Serpents down in the Jade Sea, and a night that they got shipwrecked on one of the Serpent Islands down there. And the only way that they were able to get home was by following the stars.
This is pretty gay.
This is not what I expected it to be.
But I ship it.
Because
This is shit.
Oh.
I'm hilarious.
No. I
Plus
object.
3 pun damage.
everyone has to roll damage that hurt in the library.
24 psychic.
Dang it.
Plus 4.
Anyways, while you guys are doing that, what are you other three doing? Oh, you're out in front. What are you doing?
So I've probably caught up with one of the folks that can help us so far, I'm guessing.
Yep, one of the
The
people
gray
in the
robe
gray
folk?
robes. Yep.
Hello? Hello?
You like tug on their rope a little bit, and they kind of look around and then look down.
Hi. Hi.
They're-
My name is O. Who are you?
I'm Celine.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Celine. I like your library. It is very full of books. I am looking for a book. We are looking for a book.
That moment, Karini skids around the corner, catches up with O.
it is a book about Hastia? Hastia. Do you have books about Hastia?
We have several. What is it that you're
Can
looking
you show
for?
them to us? We would like to read them.
Sure. I can take you and show you a few of them. And she
Karini.
begins moving through the stacks and pulling out like a book here and a book there. And eventually you are presented with 4 different tomes.
Thank you. This is great. Karini, do you want to
A
read
couple
with
of the
me?
books are very like heavy, thick, like leather bound journals. So like they set them in your arms and you sort of like have to catch yourself because they're so heavy.
Karini, can you
Yep.
help? These books, they're very heavy.
One of the books is
Sure.
almost as big as O.
Okay. Oh, help. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you, Celine.
You two sort of wander back over to where Ram and Aster are seated at a table around a tiny, tiny book. Aster's got a dandelion just splooted out on her back.
The way I
It's
picture
adorable.
it, not that this is important, but it is to me because gay yay. So Ram is like sitting on the 2 chairs, arms like elbows on the table and holding the book, and Aster's like between Ram's arms, just like resting her head against like Ram's chest, like reading the book that way. Just
Aww.
what I'm imagining. We can continue now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Oh god, I have to draw this now because it's so gay in my head. I'm here for this. Alright. So yeah, and Karini show up eventually and they have like these massive books with them.
Thump.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hi, you guys. We found the
Hi.
books.
One end of the table like lurches upward from the weight.
The dandelion is
Ram's arms are
unsettled.
just like,
Yeah.
Oh.
It like poofs. You know, like how dandelions poof.
Yeah, they have that white end on their tail and it just goes
Okay, what'd you find?
Oh, no,
Books.
yet.
Books.
Start flipping through, looking
found a
for
book
anything.
too.
Is it good? Do you like it? How is your book?
It's pretty gay. I like it.
Good.
Moose. Are most of these books in like which language?
most of them are written in Elvish, from what you can tell anyways.
Oh crap, I can't read this. This is... Damn it. I'm just staring at the pages, just like... Aster's just creating a story in her head.
Like, because you're Yuan-Chi, you're just like wide eyes, just staring at it.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
This book in Elvish that we're reading?
Yeah.
Okay, so this entire story Ram has made up.
Neither of us can read this book.
The title is definitely, like, you can definitely read the title because it's in Elvish, but it's also in Common underneath it. So, like, you know what the title of the book is, but the book is written in Elvish.
But neither of
without
us-
any further context.
Yep.
Just made it up.
You all know how to read Elvish. I didn't know that.
No.
No.
We're here for the pictures.
Do any of you know how to read Elvish?
No.
I have a way. I have a way
Asa
to-
knows how to read Elvish. Oh, and Karani, you know how?
Good question. 1 second.
Like jiggles or
Ability.
spectacles.
Skills. I'm pretty sure I don't.
Abilities. It's under ability
Is it? Okay.
at the bottom.
No, Orin, Common, and Sylvan.
Do you
Sylvan is
know?
an old version of Elvish.
Yeah, but just because you can read Old English doesn't mean you can read Modern English, like the old Beowulf English.
No, but you can still like read and
Out
kind of
some of
gain
it.
context. You know,
Yeah.
like you would be able to kind of fill in the blanks even if you don't have a direct translation.
Fair.
Can I only? Yeah, I can only cast it on myself.
So I guess O starts flipping through one of the books to try to pick up what they can. But I'm
Okay.
guessing if I'm looking for stuff, it'll be rolling at a disadvantage,
So-
all things considered.
Yeah, so you're gonna make me an investigation check at disadvantage. Karina, you can make it at advantage because of your glasses? If I
And
remember
also,
correctly.
the glasses let me cast comprehend languages. But also,
Okay,
I can do
so-
that anyway.
Okay, so what does that disadvantage actually? How does that?
You're
play
gonna
out?
roll 2 d20s and take the lower of the two numbers.
Okay. So that
And then
one was
add
a
whatever you have for
13,
investigation to it.
and this one, was a 6. Okay, so I guess it's a 6 plus.
And then
Sorry.
the sea captain dropped his trowel and withdrew his mighty serpent.
It's getting good now.
6 plus 8, so 14 in total.
I'm gonna use my emboldening bond, so you can add a d4 to that.
Add a d4. Okay, 1 second.
And Karina, would you roll?
A 17.
17 total.
Okay, so that was a 3.
I also don't remember.
You both
So
got 17.
17 in total as well for O.
Okay,
Hmm.
so you begin like leafing through these books, and you find mention of Hastia, who was a human woman, and she was skilled in the arcane mechanical arts. She wore these goggles that were gifted to her by Lendis, who is the son of Bahamut and Tamara. They were two dragon gods. And she was gifted these lenses from him in an attempt to sort of give some of his essence to aid in the effort of the war. She was to help create things that would aid the armies. Her most of her talents, however, were put towards the defense of Desphira, which was the city that you've all sort of learned about. It was the last bastion of mortal life. You learn that she let's see here. She actually studied in Mechanus a lot throughout her lifetime. Studying the different soul forges, learning how they were created and why. She used some of that knowledge to help create the defenses of Desphira and the things that kept it in the air. She learned how to use lodestones to keep the city aloft. When the city fell during the final battle, she was devastated. She sort of lost all faith in herself and ended up spending her remaining days with Salmaline, which everybody thought was a little strange because he was very into wild things and growing, and her magic was so different from his. The two of them were almost polar opposites in arcane studies. He was very naturey, balanced, and she was very mechanically minded. But when it came down to it and the city fell, she sort of lost her identity, and Salmaline was gentle in spirit and took her sort of along with him as he regrew the forests of the world. And you find out that she was eventually laid to rest in a temple that belonged to Melora, the entrance of which lies deep within the Salmaline Woods, as was his request. They remained good friends until the end of their days, and because Salmaline was part elf, he lived much longer than her, so he was the one who sort of laid her to rest.
Good friends.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Are
They
they
were
good?
roommates.
Were they?
Historically good friends.
Yes.
There are people who are just friends in the world, you know.
What?
But he was.
I feel like you're having this conversation like Ram is just like friends.
Can Elise make any checks to see if they would know any more about this story, like a history or a...
Sure, you can make a history check, or I would say even nature or arcana.
I'm like good at any of those. Oh,
I think
this
you're
is
okay at history.
Yeah. I'm really good at history, y'all.
Nope.
Oh no.
That's about the basics that you learned in school.
That was a 12. Almost a 1.
Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of all you get from those rolls.
Okay. Can we
Yeah.
look?
The dragon god that she got them from, his name is spelled like that.
Said it was there.
What
There
did
was
you
a
scout?
temple in the woods.
The entrance to the temple is in the woods somewhere.
I pull out my ever-changing atlas and see if it will pull something up.
Oh, go ahead and roll.
Do that again. It's just a D20, right? Okay. Ooh. What if I... Hold on. And I'm reading the magic item. Is it just a straight D20? Or do I add something?
It
It
was
says
a
on a
D20
20 or more.
Yeah, it was a D20 plus your wisdom.
Wisdom. So if I use my divination roll, whatever the heck those are called, portent that I had from last time, there was a 17.
Okay.
It's 5. That's a 22.
Okay. So you, with the idea that there is a temple somewhere in the woods, you open your atlas up and concentrate, and there's that sort of flash of the yellow magic that you carry, and a map of the woods sort of appears, and it's kind of weird because it seems like it moves around a little bit before it settles, but where it settles, you're pretty sure is at that really big tree that you guys saw.
Oh.
Or near it.
Interesting.
The big
Okay.
tree was in the city.
No, the big tree is in the Salmaline Woods to the north. You saw it as you were landing.
Okay. Got no Irish coast.
And Keisha, just
Yeah,
for
because you're
context, because
warforged.
you weren't here, as you were coming into the city, you were landing with the airship, you guys saw a tree in the sort of center of the Salmaline Woods that reminded you very much of the tree you have back at home in the swamp. It's
Oh,
of similar size.
huh. That's neat.
I'm sure a hag doesn't live there.
I'm sure it's safe.
I'm sure if
dare
we
you
were
call
to
Cottonwood
visit,
that?
calling Cottonwood a hag.
It was me. I was making a joke. I am trying to deal with this situation with humor, as I am very stressed right now.
Why are you stressed?
Because you all know how much it means to me as somebody who, like, has trained their whole life to be in politics for us all to go and gallivanting and being rude to people who might help us. And I feel like this is the one way that I can contribute, and I'm being sabotaged. I'm about to go. I need a break. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
I pull a Snickers out of the bag of holding and just slide it across the table to Elise.
I'm not hungry. I need to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna
You're
go.
not you when you're hungry though.
I mean, yes, but I'm not hungry right now. I feel like nauseous and fire, flames.
Flames on the sides of my face.
This is like the one
Elise!
thing that I'm good at, but like genuinely, I feel good about myself, and it's being. I can't help this, and I'll be back. Don't do anything bad, please. I will cry.
I
Elise,
will
go.
stay right here.
Elise goes to go to the bathroom.
Goodbye, Elise. Goodbye.
So, Elise, as you're sort of like making your way towards where the
Something
restrooms are, something sort of calls to you out in the city.
Oh, I'm sure nothing will go wrong here.
Is it a toilet?
It is not, from what you can tell, but you feel it first as like a pulsing in your feet, almost like it's drawing you somewhere.
Is it the urge to dance?
Sure.
Okay, I go follow the urge to dance.
Okay. So you go out through the front doors again, and you follow the pulsing in the ground, and it leads you back to Cottonwood's shrine, where you had seen it the day before, or earlier that day. And you're sort of facing it's a very simple shrine. It's like there was maybe a tree here once, and the stump of it has been converted into a shrine, and there's like super janky carved letters in it that say Cottonwood, and then there's a symbol for apples, and then there are like candles and apples and offerings on this little plinth.
I go and examine the plinth.
Make an investigation check, please.
I make a plinth check.
You do.
Fuck.
You have an inspiration.
Yeah, I'm gonna use the inspiration. Hey, remember, you guys can help her enter the party using channel points. Ugh. See, I rolled decently on Monday, and this is what happens to me.
This is what happens. So you're looking at this, and there's like a carved wooden bowl that's been set there, and there are some apples that are in it. And you try to like shift the bowl, but the bowl doesn't move.
I try to use. Do I have Mage Hand on this character? Let me check what spells I got in my spell book. None of these are Mage Hand. I'm not gonna shatter the shrine. That would be a bad idea. Bad at least. Can I
Has to get out of there.
Yeah, Pasta, help me. What's this do? Oh wait, I'm going to use 1 sorcery point as for my magical guidance.
Okay.
Here, I put the thing in. So when I reach the 5th level, you can tap into your inner wellspring of magic to try to conjure your success from failure. When you make an ability check that fails, you can spend 1 sorcery point to re-roll a d20, and you use the new roll, potentially turning a failure into a success. Oh, speaking of
Okay.
all these things' importance, Keisha, don't forget you get to roll a d20 for your wheel and woe. Which it doesn't matter to me right now because I'm not there, but I just remembered. Because I play the same class as you are on Mondays, and I always forget to do it.
I know.
Okay, so what was I rolling investigation? It's better.
Okay. You're moving in the right direction slowly. But so you try to shift this bowl, and there's just something weird about it. Like, it doesn't budge. You're not really sure what it is, but there's something just off with this shrine.
I am going to say a quick prayer to my god. I'm going to say, Mistress Raven Queen, I notice that there is something aloof with Cottonwood. They have a shrine here, and apparently you don't. That's kind of jacked up, don't you think? What should I do about this? Amen.
There is no response.
Yeah, it is kind of jacked up, though, I say, and at least, can I make an attack roll to kick the ball?
Sure. Because I think it's funny.
What would that be? Just a dex or strength?
Yeah, so it's a d20 plus your, I guess, dex.
Okay, a d20 plus... I'll just roll a dex roll then. Huh? Do I kick the ball?
You kick the side of the shrine, and like the whole shrine itself kind of wiggles a little bit, but nothing happens. It's like the bowl is stuck.
Damn you, Cottonwood! And then I'm like, oh. How far am I away now from the library?
Like 4 or 5 blocks.
Okay, I go back to the library. And I say to the person at the desk, Did my circus, did they cause any problems while I stepped away?
What have you guys been doing while Elise wandered off?
Reading
Setting
quietly.
things on fire.
Not me. This time.
Not actually. Calm down.
Internally.
Just setting things on fire with my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Granny's just screaming at the top of her lungs.
Internally. How did I get saddled with this Kenku? For the love of gods!
I can't tell what Karini would be more just over it with, either the Kenku that is excitedly hopping around the table looking through books, or
Glowing
Graham and Asher, who are reading from this book that they clearly cannot read, but just making things up very loudly as they're going through it.
And maybe reading aloud to themselves, just saying.
It's getting like louder and more raunchier the more pages get turned. And like it's like macro levels of ridiculous. So like the captain's dick went from like a gardener snake to now it's like an anaconda.
Moving up shortly to like a firefighter hose.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The ship
you walk back
plows
in
into the ocean.
Over and over and over again.
Parting the waves.
Please, this is the point where you walk back in.
Splashing up against every surface.
Graham and Aster can barely keep themselves contained. O is excitedly hopping around a table, and Karini looks like she could die.
Franny, is this how you feel around me constantly? You can be honest. I know you do.
I think she just looks up from the table like this.
The death glare.
Franny, why don't you step outside for a moment? There's something afoot with Cottonwood's shrine, I say, and look down at my foot, which hurts slightly from kicking the shrine.
I have a foot!
What do you mean?
Elise, you're
What's the matter
back!
with it?
I look at your foot.
And then they joined Only Foots.
Not allowed on Twitch. Not allowed on Twitch.
Wait, what's the matter with it? Why
Well,
is there
there's like this
something-
weird bowl, and I tried to move it. And then I tried to summon my super cool Chosen One powers to move it, and that didn't work either. And then I tried praying to the Raven Queen, and I think she's busy.
It seems kind of uncouth to pray at a different person's shrine to a different god.
It's Cottonwood.
Yeah, I'm not saying that Cottonwood is a god.
Are you saying that
Definitely.
Cottonwood is a god?
No, Cottonwood's an archfey.
Then why are you saying that it's rude to pray at another god's shrine? Cottonwood's not
People
a god.
still
There.
worship archfey.
I'm trying to figure out how to do. I still haven't gone to the bathroom.
Where did you go?
I was compelled by the gods. It's, by the way, spelled GAWDZZZZ, to go check out the shrine. The
Is
gods,
there an
Issue
O?
from God.
the
Is there an
gods,
O in that
Mama.
word?
God.
My
God.
God. Oh my God. I better
Wide.
check that
Wow,
out.
there's a lot of ways you can say it.
I'm from New Jersey.
Oh
my
god.
You know, the gods from New Jersey. No, I was going to the bathroom and then I felt as if the spirits were at my feet, beckoning me over to Cottonwood.
Not allowed here in this library.
No feet.
Feet.
Cottonwood
Oh.
Shrine.
Alright, I'll go over there.
Okay.
You want us to go with you?
Yeah, why don't you all go over there for a moment?
I don't know. This book is really good.
Can you even read that
We're just
book?
getting to the climax.
Can I try to cast
So
silence
it's the
in a
captain.
cone so they can enjoy their story? Like,
do
you know, the
what?
cone of silence. You know the cone of silence that's in Get Smart. You know that.
You just
cast
cast
silence
silence
on
on
them?
them so that they can hear each other, but no one else can hear them.
No, that's not how silence works.
Dang it!
You could cast it on yourself so you don't hear us.
But you'll never know what happens with the captain and the.
And the climax of the story.
I'm going outside.
Okay. So, Elise, you take Karini back over there, or are you staying in the library with everybody else?
Staying in the library because there has to be one semi-responsible person. Semi is the key word in this sentence.
Or just disruptive.
They
Person.
need adultier adults. Got it. All right. So, Karini,
Elise is our
Maybe-
adultier adult.
you go over and Cottonwood's shrine. It looks just like it did when you saw it before. It hasn't changed other than it looks maybe like it got moved a little bit when Elise kicked it.
I'll try to
Is that how you pray at
do
a
some
shrine?
things.
You grab a hold of the wooden bowl that's there and it doesn't move.
About the apples, do they come out?
Yeah, the apples come out.
Take the apples out. And I'll try to move the bowl.
So as you take the apples out, you look at the bottom of the bowl and there is an arrow in the bowl that seems to be pointing north.
Look like it's pointing to the big tree.
Could be. Or to the orchard. It's all in the same area.
Hmm.
Also, as you're looking, make me an investigation check.
Okay. 16.
16? Okay, so you notice that the bowl is not part of the, like, plinth. Like, it shouldn't be stuck to it like it is.
I try to twist it. Or like,
It doesn't twist.
if I like smack it from underneath, like a, you know how they tell you to like do that when someone's attacking you and you like push their nose
Yeah,
bone?
like you're gonna push their nose up. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it just the shrine itself kind of wiggles a little bit, but that's about it.
Wiggles. It's not normal.
I'm gonna use my detect magiciness for being for bulky.
Okay.
I can't word today. Why?
You got a bunch of gummy frogs in your throat, is that why?
So, okay, wait a minute here.
You did eat the entire
I have to read the
size bag, by the way. It is empty.
I would like some gummy frogs.
to read the wording of this spell. Hold on.
That is a beautiful hat, Em. I like it a lot.
Love that. I'll be right back after.
Duality wants us to get off our asses.
Aw, man.
No.
Do you have a cool pond? And
What
drink.
do you mean it expired 3 centuries ago?
Oh, God.
Dredge.
Oh,
Crackle. Pop. Yep. Totally standing and stretching. Yep.
Get off your ass, quiche.
I'm off. I'm off.
There we go.
And
So
drink.
you...
Oh.
I did.
You get a faint aura off of the 2 apples you picked up. Those are they come up as evocation, actually.
Wait, the apples?
The 2 apples come up with evocation magic. And you also get
Bob's new line of apples.
Oh, he's still out there.
Any Brandon
Final-
that bitch.
Final boss. The final
Would be
Bob.
easy.
Yes.
And that's all that you get as far as magical auras go. But there's definitely something not right with this, the way that this bowl is here. And maybe a history check.
consecrated or anything? Okay, history check.
Water and then drink out of the bowl.
Take a bite of the apple.
Yeah,
So
do that.
bobbing for apples.
Oh my god!
In the
Fill it with
bowl.
water and put the apples in the
Oh,
bowl.
terrible. I only got a 7.
Go appling for Bob.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Are we finding Bob?
that's better. 18.
Possibly.
18.
My
So-
knees hurt.
As you're sort of looking at the 2 apples that you've got and the bowl, and you seem to remember very long time ago, back in your village, Cottonwood came through and sort of made their own little shrine in your village as well because they thought it was funny. Very similar to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember the way that they got it to stay put was that they used a drop of sovereign glue to get the bowl to stay in place.
Fucking hell.
Amazing.
Go back inside. But I'm taking the apples with me.
Okay, so you have 2 apples that do questionable things.
As apples do.
Okay, you have 2 evocation apples.
Add that to my. I'll identify him later. Maybe. I
All right.
remember.
So Karini walks back in, and she's holding 2 apples and looks slightly confused. As the rest of you are, I don't know what you're doing now.
We can't read so loud. We're in a library.
And then the captain took his thoroughly fucked crew to the
You know what?
neighboring.
You know what? You know what? I try to give myself some distance in order to calm down.
Hey, these
I don't
apples
know
are
if-
weird and magical.
I'm sorry, Elise. I'm not trying to be difficult for you. Just I have issues with authority.
I know, but this is like. Elise is just quiet.
Sorry.
Elise is not talking now.
Okay.
So, are you doing any further research, or is there anything else you're looking for?
Elise goes to walk off, and they go to look for a certain book, which would have been, I don't know if it would be here, but my father was an elf, and I assume because he was a big political person, he did have a biography. I want to see if they have that book.
Make me an investigation check, or if you go to one of the gray robes, you can do it with advantage.
I'll go to a grey robe and ask about it.
Rick also identified the apple.
So the 2 apples that you have are basically, if you eat them, they cast Healing Word.
Oh.
Are there
fancy.
evocation spells?
Yeah, Healing Word is an evocation.
As long as it's not a transmutation spell, we're good.
Healing Word counts as an evocation
Ooh.
spell. I double checked just to be sure.
Wild.
Huh.
It sure is. Rainy. Cure wounds is also interesting.
There's all kinds of things tonight.
Can I see if there are any books here about Cottonwood?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
At
That's you.
this what?
Managed to meet that just in time. Investigation. Come on, dice. Digital weird dice. Hey, 22.
22. You don't find a book about Cottonwood, but you do find a scroll
Ooh.
that sort of talks about this strange furbulk that wandered out of the woods one day and just sort of made themselves at home in town. And every attempt made at getting them to like follow the rules or anything like that basically just went right over this person's head. And when they were told that they couldn't set up their own shrine, they did it anyways. And you're able to confirm that they did in fact use a drop of sovereign glue, and nobody's been able to get rid of it since. So they just sort of adopted it into local culture.
That's hilarious. Okay. I'll kind of murmur to... Actually, I'll spend 10 minutes once everyone's sitting in the same area and do a telepathic bond so that I can let them know that there was an arrow in the bowl. I think I have an idea of where it leads. Also,
Do you have an apple orchard by chance?
yeah, but it might be the big tree over there. And also, I think the shrine is just a joke. Like, I think they just glued it down out there with special glue, and no one will ever be able to remove it.
Oh.
Huh.
That tracks.
We should go that way. I don't know if we want to sleep first, or if we want to do a little checking before we go to bed.
I'm good to keep going. No, you all need to sleep.
I don't know how much I've used. That much.
Elise, would you get a 6? Would you get on your investigation check?
Make the investigation check. So I don't know what that means. This is just like on the AP test where you forget to write your name, you just get a dash. You don't get like a number. Investigation. And an advantage on that. I'm really good at investigating things.
Because you had help, yeah, you do find a biography about your dad.
I say, you guys can go on without me. I'm just not in the mood. Just don't get arrested.
Sure.
I'll be here for a bit. I'll meet you back at the bathhouse. Or wherever we're staying, the inn.
Yeah, the inn
Okay,
is attached
Elise.
to the bathhouse.
I'll see you later. Again, don't get arrested.
This will stay for a while. And I'm like talking in her head. So
Yeah.
let us know if anything comes up, and we will do the same.
Okay. Bye.
Elise sort of walks off.
At least, though, while holding it, they are holding the book tightly to their chest. Does anybody want to try to see what Elise has in their hand?
Of course.
Yes.
Would I make a sleight of hand check for that?
Yeah. Versus everybody's perception. Anybody who wants to see.
Great.
This is the roll that I do decently on, apparently.
Oh,
Except
hold on.
Aster knows.
Okay.
Aster knows all.
It's
I'm
just
gonna try to roll it over
A
here.
nat
Hold on.
20, Aster.
I got just all up in that book. Like
Got a dirty 20.
you're holding the book, and Aster's head just like slowly appears right next to you.
Yeah, so Aster, you don't read Elvish, but you do
Damn it!
recognize
Right.
you do recognize the surname on the book is the same as Elise's. Why?
The better question
Is she on
why
top of the
not?
shelves again?
Yeah, she's on top of the cupboards again.
I almost said
no.
Elise. I mean, pasta. Pasta.
I mean,
Pasta.
she's as
Please, get down
chaotic
from
as
the
Elise.
shelves.
Elise, get up on the corner. Drop it. Elise, drop
We were
it.
mad because we were reading loud, but now you're climbing the stacks. What are you doing?
Ginger's looking now. She's not happy that
This is not appropriate library behavior.
No.
Unless there's a ladder. Sometimes that happens.
Aster's just gonna put a hand on Elise's arm, just very gently, and just kind of give a knowing look before joining the others.
Elise gives a sigh and just nods.
Alright, let's go.
To the orchard.
Okay. So
I
you-
quietly, privately whispered to Granny, remember, don't get arrested. I meant that.
Granny won't.
So you leave the. I'm assuming that you don't bother putting the books away. Okay. So you leave them out. You go back outside.
I'll put the little book away.
Okay.
Did you dog ear your page before you put it away? So you know where you were.
Oh god,
I
that
would-
hurts my soul.
I would not disrespect a book like that.
Oh man, that's people that do that, huh?
Right?
I,
All of the readers in the group just went,
oh
"Ugh."
god, oh.
You don't want to know
Uh,
what my books look like.
I
They
can't
look
even make my
disgusting.
chaotic character do that, man.
All my books are folded to shit. They have like other papers in them. They've been dropped in the bathtub. Books are
Relatable,
so
Maggie.
well loved.
Buddy.
Like, does this one have folded pages that you can still see?
To the orchard.
Alright.
Quickly before we see things we can't unsee.
So you wander through town, and they
Literally
told
just
you
found in a childhood book an envelope my friend sent me years ago.
Aw.
you follow the curve of the wall like they told you to, and you do come across a fairly decent sized apple orchard here, and it's sort of tucked up against the northern wall of the city.
This is
What's that?
something. So, do we break in? We're really breaking in?
You can just like walk in. There's not a fence or anything.
That
Yeah.
seems too easy.
Like, I clearly don't know etiquette in other places. I have no idea.
Somersaults
what's
in.
not.
Clearly, I have no sense of couthness and grace, so I'm just going to break in.
So you walk into the apple orchard.
Yeah.
You know,
No, we
it's the-
purposely find a fence and jump over it. That way we make it feel like we're breaking it.
Even if it's like one of those low, like wood fences, it's literally like
yeah.
You
two
just
sticks
step
and
over
then
Small
one
stone
plank.
wall.
Ram just steps over it. Feels
All right,
accomplished.
we're in.
We're in.
So
Gives the finger in the general direction of authority.
Towards the council.
Oh no. What if they're watching us? How are we gonna convince them?
Well, if they're watching
What?
us with a scrying eye, they can only see or hear. They can't do both, so they don't know that I'm flipping them off.
Either they do or they don't.
Yes.
Oh, let's just see what's in here.
We go and investigate that orchard that is surely not going to get us killed.
I am specifically looking for cottonwood arrows.
okay.
Any more of those?
You can make an investigation check then.
I'll
If you're
assist.
keeping an eye out for things. You can do it at advantage because Ram is helping.
Oh shit. 10.
Even with advantage?
It's
I have a thing I can do. What? Hold on.
It's a genius.
Yes, that. Okay, what do I do with that again?
You just say, I do Flash of Genius, and
I do Flash of Genius.
Tyranny adds 4 to that roll.
Genius.
Go for it, Granny.
14.
Alright, so as you're looking around, there are a lot of those Feymares here, and you notice that the Feymares here light up with that sort of nighttime bioluminescence. Very like Avatar style. And they seem to be congregating on a very specific stump in the center of the apple orchard.
I hop over, entranced.
Okay. So
Less
as
hoppy.
you're okay, as you approach the Feymares sort of like they flutter off, and you notice that a beam of moonlight is coming in through a missing brick in the wall, and it shines down on this stump.
Just like send a mental image of that to Elise.
Yep. I sent a mental image of that to everybody because
Let's send a mental image of
probably am
that
not good at
stump.
just selective broadcasting.
That stump with like a bear trap on it. That's what I sent.
Elise, you get
So
Karina's
you're just
message.
trolling
and then
everyone
you get,
mentally right now.
You get
No, it's a trap.
confusing messages after that.
Elise turns on the rushing water setting where they just start like ignoring people,
Sound
but it
machine.
sounds like
Green
the
noise.
Oblivion.
Oh God.
It's like the do not disturb setting.
The white
No.
noise machine.
I'm disturbed. This is
Oh.
doing
Hey.
the opposite effect.
You guys
Okay.
all send these images to Elise, and you just get back, and that's it.
It cut you
Okay,
out
1 second here.
like immediately after you started
Yeah.
that, so all I heard was. It was great. Okay,
Basically, the sound of rushing water.
I will. Emboldening bond again because more than 10 minutes has passed by now. Way more than 10 minutes.
I'm gonna do one thing, arcane awareness on the stump.
I'll use resistance on myself also.
Ram, pretty much all of the apples in the orchard light up with evocation magic.
Ah, all right.
They heal. Oh,
Okay.
my eyes.
And it's great that they heal, but like, what do we do about?
Just don't know how long it lasts after they are picked. You know what I mean?
That's actually a good question. Yeah.
Mhm.
Rainy, something about the way that the moonlight is coming in through the hole in the wall is odd to you.
Does it seem like an illusion?
No, it's just very specifically done.
Definitely not a trap.
I'm gonna walk up to the stump.
Okay?
If there's any markings on it.
There is another symbol that you recognize in Sylvan that means Cottonwood. It's like their personal symbol.
Is it possible to pass your hand just like through that beam
I'll do
without sticking your hand into anything?
If you,
If
yeah,
so,
you could
do that. It start.
temporarily disrupts the moonbeam, but nothing else happens.
Does the symbol stay if we block the light?
It seems like it's carved into the stump.
Okay. I'm gonna touch the symbol of Cottonwood.
Okay. Nothing happens. But you have to, like, the stump is cut very low to the ground, so like you have to lean down, and as you like pick your hand up and you go to stand back up, you notice that like if you were maybe sitting where that symbol is, you could maybe see through that brick.
So I do that.
Mm.
See what
So
I
you
can
sit
see.
down and you look through that brick in the wall, and you very clearly can see the Salmaline tree way off in the distance.
I think it's the big tree. I really do. Send that
You
mentally
know-
to everybody.
If Cottonwood knew this shit before we parted ways, it would have been nice for them to just tell us.
Yeah, they don't really do like
Direct approach.
direct messaging. They're tricky. No.
And bags of many bugs, like mine. They are mysterious.
Yeah.
Yes. So,
Well, we know
came all the
where
way here to see a tree?
I think that's
I
the
like
way-
trees.
It's a very big and grand tree. That's
It
for
is.
sure.
Still, like, mentally.
Should we go?
I think we should go there, because I think that's where he was laid to rest.
Yes. I think so too.
We want to go now, and Elise, would you like to go now, or would you prefer to wait?
The tree is miles away.
You can start the track anyway.
Yeah.
Like how many miles?
Judging from what you saw in your atlas, it's gonna take you the better part of like 3 days to get there. Going through the woods.
Stop looking inside of me, please. That makes me feel weird.
Oh, Sparkle Pony.
Yeah, do not look inside of him. You will see secrets.
And poop.
You want to rest and get up early and start fresh? What do we think?
Up to you guys. Good to go, but always good to go.
Hydrate, yo.
If we could fly like that other time, Karini, you remember? Maybe we could be faster.
Yes, that only lasts a while though. It's like an hour.
I don't know if I can turn into a big enough bird.
Ooh. Didn't you say last time that there might be a spell that Aster has now?
The tree walk.
Free stride? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, but not the misty people one.
Gaseous form.
I mean the wind walk one.
Yeah, that's I think Aster might have all of those. I think Aster might have all now.
Oh jeez.
Lissa, every time you do that.
What?
Mute yourself.
I muted her. Deafened her.
Did you guys appreciate my fart sound when you said gaseous form?
Yes, yes, you did.
Sad.
Okay, so, well, there's a difference between going today and going tomorrow.
May as well go in the morning.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a lot
Well, just to give Elise some time
They're
to...
really mad at me, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe this will be a good time for you to talk with Elise a little bit too. I also need to apologize as well. I was not on my best behavior either.
Yeah, but we're adults, and if we want to be disruptive,
That is true. But
We are also in a group, though. Our decisions affect the other people in the group.
yes.
maybe even not perhaps apologize, but at least just have a understanding of what they're feeling. That's always good. Right, Ram? Leaning my head over so that we're like eye to eye.
I understand where Elise is coming from. I don't mean to diminish their abilities and skills.
Yeah.
But damn the man.
Also, yes. Sure, there's some kind of fine line that we can find for both.
Don't punch people and tell them to fuck off all the time.
That's
Probably.
probably a good start. Yeah. Have you been
Also-
punching people?
No.
Okay.
be fair, Elise is also very good at getting things without having to do those things. And without destroying any relationships.
It's a very valuable skill in this group. Very valuable.
Not something the rest of us really. I mean, people think I'm nice, but also I'm from the woods. So, talking to elves and such, not really my forte. Politics, not my forte.
Yeah.
He's the homeschool kid.
Yeah, basically. It's fine. I mean, we're, people in a group are always going to get along. It's okay. We're all different. It's going to happen sometimes.
We head back to the spa then.
Yeah. Some rest. Think a little. Talk a little.
Okay. So you guys head back to the spirit walk, and I'm asked her because I have to ask. Do you take Farquaad with you?
Yes.
Okay.
You have like an angry dandelion, like hovering over us, pressing our door down.
I'm sure there will be no bad consequences to this decision.
Maybe I'll make a wisdom saving throw or something.
Hey.
If I have to.
Go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
I wisely let the dandelion go back home.
Okay. So after sadly puts the baby dandelion back down and gives it a little pat so it goes back to its mama, the rest of you wander back to the Spirit Walk Inn. We're going to take our break because we're a little overdue for it, so.
We'll be back. Hello, we're back. And I got a picture of this Salmaline tree, aka George, aka
Trigger
Forrest
Tree
Richardson.
McTrigger, son. Tree McTree, etc.
Trigger's a great nickname.
So we go back to the inn.
So you guys, when you get back, it's getting pretty late, and Ileana and Asir have retired to their rooms. You can hear you can hear Kenny and Frank. You guys messing me up with this. You guys can hear Kenny and Frank talking in their room, and like, are you sneaking back in? Or are you just walking back in with like?
I'm just walking.
I'm not being obnoxious.
Okay. Oh, the talking in Kenny and Frank's room stops when they hear you, and the doors open up, and you see Kenny is there. Oh, good, you're back. Maybe you can talk some sense into them.
Into who?
He points at the door where Ileana and Asir are, and he says they want to go back.
Go back where?
The Evan break.
That is a very stupid idea, but maybe we should get Elise, who is much better at talking to diplomats than any of us are.
Elise is a very good talker. Elise.
Do you try to call Elise?
Yes.
Yes.
In our
Elise.
mental bond, because we have one.
Can a person willingly sever the bond if they don't want to be included anymore for a bit?
I mean, you
Wait,
wouldn't.
which bond?
Yeah, you
The
can't do
telepathic
it for
one.
a bit. You can't do it for a bit. You either do it or don't.
Can you opt out? Like, can you just end your connection at any time?
Uh,
I have the spell too. I can read it actually.
That
I
one.
feel like one should be able to.
I don't know if it's just you opt in and then you're stuck with it or not.
doesn't say it.
Stop
my
being
God.
a bitch.
Where is telepathic
And
bond?
communicate. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no, it does not say.
You're stuck with it, Buttercup.
I mean,
Well, has it been
you
over an
would've-
hour?
I don't know.
By the time they get back to the inn, yeah, it would have been over.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I could always cast sending. Cast sending. All these were back. And we have an issue with our rulers wanting to go back. Can they help?
Elise receives the message. And they're like, what? And then they realize the spell doesn't work like that. So they put the book down. They return it to where it should go, and then they start heading back.
Okay. As you're like you head back, Ram, make me dexterity saving throw, please.
No.
No.
Absolutely fucking not.
19.
Okay. So you guys are standing there, and like Kenny, explains this to you, and as Karini is casting this spell, there is like, if Warforged could get a stomach ache, you get one, and your like chest sort of rumbles for a second. The
Oh, no.
door of your chest plate opens up, and a bunch of shit falls out. And
Like actual
You
shit?
no, you see what looks to be a batch of horseshoes and 2 potions. The
Reggie, what
horseshoes
the
look
shit did you
fancy as
do?
hell. I didn't do anything, Mom. It just showed up.
Oh my gosh.
What the
I think
fuck?
it is
We gotta
getting
put
crowded
some
for Reggie in there.
Well, I've only got one chest plate. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. It's basically an empty cavern.
Wait, so
Let's not.
are these the things that were appearing in the chat? Just
Yep.
out of character?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was
Horseshoes?
like,
What
I don't know what to
horseshoes?
do with this. What?
Well, I close the thing and I pick all the shit up.
No.
I put them in the party sheet, but you basically, Ram, you kind of recognize these from your days in the army. You've seen them on horses before. These are horseshoes of a zephyr. And then there is a potion of clairvoyance and a potion of climbing.
Would have loved all those things. He actually has some of them.
They're in the party sheet. So.
Did you just get like Atlas's stuff through a portal?
Oh yeah, by the way, Alice is dead.
What?
I'm joking.
He was dead the whole time?
Aren't we all
16.
dead all the time?
Where do you think the horseshoes came from?
That's where the sovereignty came from, right?
Well, just... Anybody want these before I just throw them in the bag of holding for now?
Oh,
No, I think I'm good.
don't worry
They
about
are-
it tomorrow.
They are shiny, but I think I have enough shiny things right now. Thank you, Ram.
You can take them and build them into something if you want.
No, I think we will be busy with other things, but maybe later. Thank you.
Okay.
You think
I realized there
Elaine's
was so
coming?
much shit in here.
All I heard them say was, "What?" And then a bunch of mumbling to themselves, and then nothing.
Slight crash, and yeah.
Yeah.
You turn around to see Ram holding a bunch of stuff that seems to have fallen out of their chest cavity.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
So nobody gets mad at me for making noise that I had no control over.
Penny and Frank are like watching, fascinated. They're like, "Does that happen a lot?"
More than usual.
Awesome.
What's usual?
Rarely? It's fine. Everything's fine.
No, everything's not fine. They
Well,
want to go back.
Other than that, I wasn't talking about your shit, Kenny.
And he's like,
Oh.
"Easy there, Ram."
He's mad at me.
Alright, I'll just cast Calm Emotions. I thought I was gonna have to use it for the diplomacy part, but apparently...
Fine, I'm not raging, I'm fine.
Elise shows up in the, is it Seinfeld when the bass theme plays?
I watched very little Seinfeld. I couldn't tell you.
The
Also, if I
Seinfeld bass.
disappear, it's because it's thundering and lightning here, so
Ba-dow-bow-bow.
there's a really nasty storm going through right now, so.
Oh yeah, be careful. My power was out for like 5 hours yesterday. You know who had a great sleep? Because I was with her the whole time? Ginger. You know who didn't sleep? Me. Do you know who woke me up this morning? Ginger. You know who I still love the most out of everybody in this whole world? Ginger.
Hastia.
Me.
Trigger.
Turn.
Trigger, yeah, Trigger. Elise says, What's going on? This is what do you mean, people? What?
Their
Hi,
majesties want to return to Edinburgh.
It's a little bit, sieged at the moment.
Yeah.
You should let them know that, yeah.
Okay,
might help.
okay, ready?
No one knows he's still alive. We're back alive.
Yeah, nobody knows if he's alive again, and we should keep it that way until the most opportune moment.
Okay, ready? Elise, you got this. Elise, you got this. Elise, you got this. Come on. And then they just they go to knock on the king and queen's door.
You hear Ileana from inside. Enter.
I enter. I open the door and regalically stroll in.
You can see Asir is seated in a high-backed chair that just an armchair that's in there, and he's writing on a small lap desk. And Ileana, it seems like she's pacing.
I think he's still recovering out of character moves.
From True
No,
Resurrection.
when you brought him back with True Resurrection, he came back full hit points and everything. At least according to the spell.
Right. Got that
He
one.
was fully restored.
Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
Is something the matter? There seems to be a bit of a commotion.
Nothing is the matter, I guess, if you would call it that. But we have decided to return to Ebonbreak. We cannot leave the city in the hands of the enemy. And if they're not going to help us, we'll have to figure it out.
Yes, but we haven't determined whether or not that they'll help us in the way that we want. Also, while I understand wanting to go back, and granted we will at one point, there is a small matter that You are supposed to be, dead?
Yes, that is true. But I cannot leave my city in the hands of those demons.
Yes, we're going to do that, but the thing is, about demons, they don't necessarily like when they think that they sent a soul somewhere and it doesn't go where it's supposed to. I would know a thing or two about that, being with the Raven Queen, but yeah, this is another matter entirely. We do have a meeting coming up soon, so that is positive. Do you think you can wait until we at least hear that verdict?
Liana sort of stops her pacing for a minute, and she looks at Asir. I speak the truth, my love. We cannot do this on our own. And you can see Asir. He looks very determined. Like, you can tell Asir is a proud man, and he's very fond of his citizens. And the idea of leaving his city in the hands of someone like Rirka, or even Rirka's general, is very distressing to him.
Does he look like he feels guilty?
A little bit, yeah. He looks maybe like he feels like he failed his people.
It's worth noting, as well, just to put it out there, that despite the circumstances, there is a strong community there of citizens who are also all very capable. They are working hard to make sure that the city does not completely fall, to give us time so that when we go back, we will not fail.
Because we can help eventually, but just not as much as you need right now.
Please, your friends are all crowding in the doorway behind you, with Kenny and Frank also, who miraculously have more chicken.
Ram is not.
Ram's not there? Okay.
We can reconvene and talk about everything once this meeting is over, but we cannot plan for what we do not know yet.
We will stay until the council meeting in the morning and make a decision from there.
At least think that this guy could even fly away, right? If he wanted to.
Oh yeah, when he came back at full health. So like, there's nothing wrong with him. His body, when you saw him in the bath, like, he has old scars and things like that, but he came back to full hit points and health. So that's just the way the spell works.
Okay.
Ram, what is it that you're doing?
Staying out of the way.
Okay. They agree that they will wait until the council meeting in the morning. There's supposed to be one at first light. And
All right.
they will do what they can. Man.
Well, we should all try to get some rest. What do you think?
Yes, sleep is a good idea.
It's been a long day. Ileana looks tired. Like, she's been through a lot in the last, week, and she looks exhausted.
Some rest. Yeah?
Yes, of course.
You will too.
And he just like sets down the like bowl of chicken that he had on the table. He's like, we tried a new recipe. Give it a go. And the two of them go to bed.
Is it a hero's feast worth of chicken?
It's not.
Oh, damn. Is it good?
Do you try some?
Yeah.
It's very good. They use some sort of fancy elven spices, and it's very good. At least it reminds you a little bit of home.
Home. You know what also reminds me of Home, the book that I read about my dad? When Elise was reading that book, they were trying to, like, write down notable places, like, and people's names that were mentioned.
Okay. I'll get you a list.
Yeah. Elise eats the chicken very sadly. Like sad Korean drama music plays in the background as they look outside eating the chicken wistfully.
Okay.
Elise is so distracted that they start kind of just like, you know when you're like cleaning the bones, but like Elise is just like on autopilot and now it's just like gnawing on the bones.
Right, let's leave them to it. We should go.
Elise starts eating the bones.
Oh no.
It-
Interception.
It is time to go crazy.
What's going on?
We're gonna go to bed.
Oh, let me go wash my hand and brush my teeth.
Wash my hand. Wash my
Hands. Just one of them.
This is the chicken hand, and I need to wash just this one.
My hands.
Other one's still clean.
Yeah.
So I go to wash my plural hands and brush my teeth, and you just like, Elise is just brushing their teeth in the mirror. They haven't come out yet, they're just brushing.
Eating their toothbrush.
Just gnawing on it. Oh no. There's just like the smallest little knock. You alright, Elise?
Oh yeah, I meant to be brushing my hands or whatever, and Elise goes to like, you know, like when you're not, they go to like put their hand in the sink, but at the same time that they spit, and they're like,
Oh.
not really wash their hands after.
Okay.
It's been a long day, everybody. I'm sorry for being short, but this is literally like the one thing I'm good at. Like, the one thing that I like. Sounds stupid.
Got one job in this shit.
It's not stupid. But I do have to chide you because you're lying. You're good at a lot of things, Elise. A
No,
lot more than just diplomacy. You're very good at making a campfire very exciting.
I quite am good at that, but
You're very good at... This is actually at the top of my list. You're very good at being our friend. You have a way of lightening the mood, even if you're not feeling that great. You're still able to make everybody else feel a little bit better. Even if I admit I don't really understand your jokes all the time, but that's a me thing. I still appreciate them.
can I hug you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you may.
Aw.
Lee's quietly crying into Aster as Aster talks.
Yeah. We love you. And that's not a lie, Elise. We appreciate everything that you bring to this group. And we need you. We also need Ram. I know Ram can be Ram. But we also appreciate them too. Ram brings a lot of strength in more ways than just physically.
I know.
So
I love
I just-
Ram too. Aster,
Mhm.
I'm scared. What if I mess this up? The meeting tomorrow. And Rika, she takes advantage of that and runs with it.
Honestly, that is a possibility.
Fuck.
But we figure it out. How many times have we messed up?
A lot.
How many times have things gone very, very wrong, and yet we're still here and we're all still together, right?
Yeah, it's a party.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We figure
Where's
it
Ram? I need to cry on Ram too. Ram!
out. We
Ram!
go find Ram.
Ram!
I have gone back to the library.
Okay. So you guys look around for Ram, and Ram is not there.
Just like birds move outside. That's what he's going.
Okay, Ram. So you go back to the library. Yeah, it doesn't close.
Oh, dang.
I rip my way in. I don't even do that. I just kind of like eyeball the motherfucker behind the desk.
He doesn't stop you. You had permission, so he doesn't stop you.
Put a healing potion down on the disc. And I go find one of the gray robes.
Okay. You can see he takes the potion.
And once I find a gray robe, I'm gonna get them to get me the book that Elise had.
Okay. So yeah, they help you find the it's written in Elvish. You can't read it.
Mm-hmm. I also need a book on diplomacy. Whatever the Elvish version of War and Peace is. I also need a copy of the Elvish version of Genghis Khan's Rules of War.
Okay.
And basically, I just need like a whole stack of books that are approximately the same size.
Okay. It takes a little bit, but they help you find what you're looking for.
That's okay. Every time somebody comes back to the table with a book that I asked for, I ask them to go get me another one.
Okay.
I do this for about an hour.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
So I have an hour's worth of 3 scribes bringing me books. Whenever they come back, I'm busily reading them. Because I'm assuming they're all in Elvish.
Yes. Almost everything is. Like there are a couple of little things that are like in common, but pretty much everything else is in Elvish.
I have basically a book fort around me on the table. I slip Elise's father's book into the bag holding.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check at advantage.
After 20.
So you get that book. You like when you're presented with the book, you obviously can't read the title, but you recognize the last name on it, and there's a male's name that you don't recognize.
I'm smart enough, I think, to put 2 and 2 together.
Yes, given the secret that you got at the beginning, yes. More than likely.
I spent another 2 hours in the library pretending to read. And because I'm a Warforged, I read quick. The data.
Okay.
And then I leave. all the books on the table. Back to this spot.
So yeah, after a couple of hours, Ram returns, and everybody is together, frantically looking for Ram. I don't know.
I mean,
Ah!
at some point.
Elise is still crying.
I'm consoling Elise as best I can.
You have sending.
Yeah.
You have that spell.
I mean, if I need to, I'll do it, but
So I was gone for about 3 hours.
Now, in the middle of the night, Elise is inconsolable. Aster looks confused, like they don't really know what to do. They're just sort of gently patting Elise.
Did I make things worse? Oh no.
I don't know what O's doing.
What do I do?
O is also patting Elise. Elise, we love you. You will be okay. Ram is here. Ram has arrived. You can hug Ram now. It is okay.
Supposed to hug
Right.
Ram, but like,
Ram,
you know when you like cry too much and like all your electrolytes in your body are fucked up? But you like Charlie
Yeah.
horse and they just flop onto the ground.
What the fuck happened?
Elise is broken. You need
I
to
think
to
I'm-
hug Ram.
Pick
I need
Elise
to
up
stop
and put them on the
talking to
couch.
people.
Look,
my God.
what? Why are you all still awake?
Elise,
We were waiting up for you. And also, can anyone sleep in this? Yeah.
You didn't have to wait up for me. I don't sleep.
it was very loud here.
Yeah. Also,
It was not me
Oh.
this time.
Oh,
yeah.
What happened? Well, okay, what happened? Why are you making sad cow noises?
I love you.
Elise loves you.
Are you speaking Elvish right now?
Paper.
Your teeth hurt? What? Elise?
Elise makes the uppies.
I uppies, Elise.
I hug.
Just koala onto you.
Look at the others like, what the fuck happened? Why
I
is Elise
motion for
crying?
everybody to join the koala-ing.
Oh gosh.
I joined.
Suddenly there's
Lord.
just a hug, cuddle, puddle. Ram's confused as hell.
What is happening right now? What?
Elise is making that unintelligible sound that like kids make when they cry too much and they just can't with words anymore.
It has been a difficult day for Elise Ram. Very, very difficult.
Okay. I'm sorry you had a bad day.
Elise just flop.
Oh, okay. You want to go to bed now, Elise?
Are
Hello?
they already asleep?
You're already
Yep.
just out.
Elise is
You
trapped.
look and they're
Cried
already
themselves out.
asleep. Elise, make me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage, please.
Oh no. No.
Oh no.
Okay. So you start to just drift off as you're koalaing onto Ram and you begin to let go, but Ram, you're sort of ready for this, and like you grab a hold of Elise so that everybody doesn't just fall off of you.
I'm the Jenga tower. Or like Kerplunk.
You pull the
yeah.
little sticks out with the marbles. You know?
Yeah.
What a throwback.
Okay. I guess everybody go to bed. I'm gonna put Elise to bed.
Okay. Good night, Elise. I hope you feel better in the morning. We are here for you.
So if you like set Elise down, because I assume they were like this, they are just like asleep, like you know, a turtle on its back.
Yeah. I try to make Elise comfortable in the way that I've seen normal people sleep.
Do you put them in like a burrito, like a cat burrito?
Yeah.
Elise
kind of like-
burrito.
Like a bundled up in the blankies, and then
Swaddle Elise.
yeah, on their side just in case they're really drunk for some reason and they don't throw up and like die. And then I'll put her father or their father's book on the bedside too, with a note that just says, "Don't look a gift horse in the mouth."
Okay.
And I'll go back into the main room.
Okay.
Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
Yeah.
Did everybody else go to sleep then?
Oh, I passed out a while ago. That
Yes.
was a lot of emotion, and Aster doesn't know how to deal with that, so just passed out.
Yeah, Aster's just curled up on the couch somewhere like a cat.
Eyes wide open.
Still having the staring contest.
Oh yes. Will not lose.
Okay, so the rest of the night goes by relatively uneventful. Ram, what is it that you do for the rest of the night?
Knit.
Okay, fair enough.
Confused
So-
knitting sounds.
Night goes on. In the morning, you're all sort of awoken by Ileana and Asir. And Kenny and Frank have sort of taken up the duties of like their attendants at this point because they don't know what else to do with themselves. So they're just like doing what they can to assist the king and queen. And the king and queen just sort of let them. Because at this point, nobody knows what to do. Everybody's outside of their normal realm, what they would normally be doing.
Yeah,
And
just want to
Yeah.
punch stuff. Guess I'll go with petty theft instead.
there you go. But you are all sort of escorted back to the council chambers the next day. You see the four that were there the day before. You see Tadon is there, and Sailor and Faradin is there. And Faradin, again, you get that same sort of feeling from him, Ram, that he's like watching you guys very closely, but you don't know if he can hear you. And Kata is there as well, looking tired, like maybe she had kind of a long night.
Yeah, she did.
But as you're all sort of in, the doors are closed behind you, and Faradin greets all of you, and he says, welcome again. Thank you for coming. The council has deliberated, but we would give you one opportunity to speak more, should you choose, before we render our final choice.
Can I cast Enhance Ability on Elise so that they have advantage on charisma rolls?
Sure. Elise, you
No.
feel emboldened.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll also use my emboldening bond, so you also get to add a d4.
And I would do the genius thing again.
Words. Keisha, did you roll your wheeler one?
Oh god. I'll
Let's
go
see.
do that right now.
How much can I make you?
Since we kind of like rushed it, is there a possibility that we can kind of backtrack to the first thing in the morning? I would have brewed some tea
Okay.
and made sure that everybody drank using Kavir's tea set.
Okay.
So everybody gets a vote of possibility.
What does that do?
Reroll.
Reroll a saving throw or an attack roll.
Okay.
Just in
My
case.
friend Dylan told me that he would give me his luck of future games for tonight. Okay?
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is on you, Dylan. Elise would say, "Thank you for listening to our plea. As elves, we have set a cornerstone of culture for years and years. And I feel that there is no greater ally that one could ask for, as we have made sure that our legacy extends for eons. And if we were to tie ours within this city, which could use our call for all the knowledge and all of the creativity and progress that is there to be made and not stifled by a common enemy that, if left unchecked, could ravish the very world we know it. I feel that in this council I can trust for you all to make the correct decision, the one that will leave a lasting mark on this world and let everybody continue to grow and thrive." Do I roll something now?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a charisma saving throw.
A saving throw.
With all of your things.
Oh my god. Okay. So I have advantage. And
D4.
then
You've got the
Or you
genius
can
thing, so I
roll
think it's
persuasion,
4 as well.
I guess.
I
But,
could roll
yeah, yeah, you're
persuasion.
great.
Is that higher? No, it's the same, technically.
Yeah, it's the same.
And then I get a
So,
flash of genius. How much is that?
4, I
4.
believe.
Uh-huh. And I have a plus what from the emboldening bond?
D4.
Or D4?
Well,
Here, you also get my reaction. So
Yeah.
another one.
the flash of genius adds 4 dead, so it's whatever O's.
Oh, you rolled a
It's actually-
36 total with all of that nonsense.
Wow. Rocked it.
The DC was
Oh.
40.
The rest of
Oh,
you,
shit.
the rest of you watch, and you're not really sure if it is the sort of influence that the Raven Queen has had over Elise, or if it's just something that Elise has always had and you just never noticed. But you can tell Elise really believes in what they're saying, and the council seems to be hanging on their every word. Even Ferden, who you can tell is watching Elise's mouth very closely, they seem to be hanging on as well. And when Elise is finished, they thank you for what you've said, and they sort of group up for a minute. And it feels like it takes forever for them to finish talking. In that moment of like, and you can see that Ileana and Asir are just sick with hope at this point, because their home was taken from them, and they are desperate to do anything they can to get it back. And when the council sort of breaks apart again and takes their seats, Bairden is the one who looks at all of you and says, we have already summoned the army back here. We will use Dralles as a staging area. When it comes time, the army of the Seven will aid you in whatever it is you decide. We will work on summoning our allies. We'll call in those from Baguna and Pearl Keep, and summon those from Thaxgate. You are on a mission of your own, is it not? Are you not? And he looks specifically at you, Five.
We do this out of allegiance for all of those who walk this earth, who do not want to be subject to the tyranny of others.
Well, we will do what we can to prepare here. And when you return, we will help you in whatever fight there is to come. And they look at Ileana and Isir. We cannot stop you from going back. But if you choose to go back, we will send an elite guard with you to aid you. I would suggest if you... And he sort of makes a face. If you choose to go back, speak with your citizens. They seem a clever lot. Perhaps there are ways to undermine the authority until any motions at you, Five, until you are ready. Ileana and Isir sort of, they bow. Thank you. And you get the sense that you're sort of dismissed at that point.
Taking all of Ryan's willpower just to our fucking mouth.
I do the fancy elf bow, like the most formal of formal elf bows, like the super special, awesomest elf bow.
Yep.
What does that bow look like?
The super secret elf bow.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if you've seen like a formal Korean bow where you like get on your knees, like full on your knees and like bow all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's called the grand submission.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I get up and I am very thankful that my knees don't crack or I fart. Everything goes well. Then I turn away. All the tension is still in my body until the door closes behind us.
Oh. Yeah, you guys are sort of ushered back out into the entrance hall, and the doors close behind you of the like council chambers. And like Asir just lets out a big breath.
No.
Well, that went well, I think.
I think it
Good
went
job, Elise.
well. I couldn't have done it without all of you, and Ram, saw what you left this morning. Thank you. I will not look a gift horse in the mouth.
Welcome.
Do you guys want to go out get chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
So
That'll be-
you guys begin walking back towards the bathhouse. Kenny and Frank are talking with Ileana, and you can hear that they're talking about chicken because like they don't know what else to do at this point. They're just sort of going along for the ride, and they're talking about like using all these new elven spices that they've found while they've been in town to maybe like kick it up a notch with their chicken. And Ileana is just going along with it because she has no clue at this point. Like, you can tell everybody's just kind of like, yep, this is what's happening now.
Ebb and break hot chicken.
Yep. Yeah, it's like I said, they have every flavor from NASCAR white spicy to spicy food.
NASCAR white spicy.
And you get back to your suite of rooms, and they, Ileana thanks all of you. What is your plan now? I know you came here with some purpose.
Nurse of the stuff we need. That's it.
We should return to our people.
That would be a very stupid fucking thing to do. Ram just like explodes.
Yeah. You just can't hold it in anymore.
No. Don't be
No.
fucking dumbasses. Going back there right now would be the stupidest fucking thing you could do.
What do you suggest then, Ram? We cannot leave them.
No, but you can communicate from afar. You can let them know how to proceed.
To lead from behind.
Sometimes you have to push instead of pull.
A musical number starts now. As we perform, sometimes you have to push instead of pull.
Sometimes you have to push instead of pull.
Interpretive dance begins.
Yep.
There's
Like,
a kick line and everything.
I imagine that O just opens their mouth and like the music from the pit starts playing.
It's like that scene in Lilo and Stitch when she just opens his mouth and the music plays.
Yeah.
Yes.
You being on the front lines right now would be a very disastrous mistake.
This is true.
And I'm sorry, your kingship, but you're gonna cut your fucking head off with like no effort. Don't you think we should prepare before going back there half-cocked?
Everything we've heard, she's not there anymore.
No,
She
but her
gets to be
generals
back.
are.
Yes.
We don't actually know where she's gone.
All it takes is one whisper that you guys are back. You can pop right up in the middle of the fucking city.
Yes. It is true. I just
Not trying
don't
to
like
be a
leave
dick.
our citizens.
Yeah, but you're not leaving them. Or tactics. It's a tactical retreat. You regroup. You have a solid plan before you go back. Going in just for the sake of it?
Graham is correct. They have quite a lot of experience when it comes to war. And winning a war. A war that, if they did not win, we would not exist.
Both of them sort of look at you, Ram. And they say, you really think he can come back?
I know it.
Gods were so careful when they locked him away the first time.
Even gods
Forgive
can
me.
make mistakes.
Forgive me for not putting my stock in gods. I've seen what they're responsible for. Even the ones who think they're doing good.
I suppose out of all of us, you would. No. Who of your people, Ram, do you have one that you trust the most?
Processing.
Mhm.
Processing.
Ram is buffering.
Buffering. Everyone's waiting like, man, Ram must not trust many people to...
That's the one from
Doesn't.
That's the one from Veltadir.
Yeah. He's in Beltedier. Works at the Grumpy Tusk.
His name is Flash, you said.
What he goes by now. If you want to get official, he WR17.
One of the first.
And he's got no interest in going back behind the gate.
Most who are here do not.
I know. This one I know for sure.
Okay. We will send for him.
He's got a platoon, more or less. There.
In Veltodir.
Yeah. A bunch of us.
Very well then. We will send for them. If you trust him, then we will trust him as well.
He may not want to fight, but he's get some pointers on how to fight things beyond mortal comprehension.
We won't force him to do anything. That I can promise you. Your people have been through enough.
Once or twice, yeah.
Roll me a history check, please. At advantage. Yep. You want that, or you want a wisdom saving throw? Because you can have one or the other.
Can I get a wisdom save?
Oh no.
I'm gonna use my inspiration that I have.
Yep.
I have 14.
Okay. So, as you're sort of thinking about it, your history lessons as a young warforged come back to you. And you remember that clash when he was still using his full designation. He was the first one to ask if your people had a soul. And that is why he stayed behind.
Like, in my young Warforged formative years, Flash was, because he asked that question, into a lot of consideration on, like, being enslaved by the Warforged. And yeah, Ayun had, like, a hand in it, in making us what we are, but I think we would have gotten there eventually by ourselves because of that.
You were still fairly new when he came to the material plane and stayed. But you had heard stories of him, and many of the so-called divine council considered that question above all things to be incredibly dangerous. For a while, there was some suspicion of your people. They were suspicious of the things they had made.
Yeah, it's good to be suspicious of things you can't control anymore. Drink and posture check.
But I like sitting like a gremlin.
Posture check. Posture check.
Posture check.
She's asleep on top of the cupboards right now, so.
She's not supposed to be up there.
Sleeping up there?
I don't know. She
knows
just where
that.
she hangs out.
She knows it.
So, yeah, Flash has my vote.
Very well. We will summon him and the others if they'll come and see what can be done. See if they have any ideas as well. And I guess we'll... Who is still in the city that you know of?
Giving the whole list.
Bilphus?
Bilphus?
Bilphus is...
The gnome inventor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, my friend's there.
He's
Ziju?
your friend.
Zizit?
Ziju?
No, that's Ziju. Zizit is the guy who has the crab claws. That's not it. Ziju. Ziju's there.
Bartender.
Yeah. He's really cool.
Excellent.
Casson? Eerie?
Yuri is still in the
Everyone that
city.
was-
Yeah,
everyone that was in
Our
the
sheep
school,
person.
the library.
he's
Everyone that was there.
under the library with the kids, the students. Or he
Sheep
was, last we
man?
checked.
Oh my god, imagine if the sheep man becomes the BBEG. And all we have to fight all the sheep. The sheep, the sheeps, sheep, plural hard.
The ground
Teaches
clouds.
yeah.
Hmm.
The yard clouds.
Yeah.
He teaches the yard clouds how to like morph into one giant blob.
Oh my god.
Just a rolling mass of sheep.
The Katamari theme plays menacingly in the background.
I pointedly say to... Let's see. I think Eerie would be your best shot. Maybe it's time for him to come out of the shadows.
Okay. We would like to set up lines of communication and maybe supplies into the city until we can go back. anything to disrupt. He's good at gathering information, so maybe he'll have a better idea of what's going on in the actual city.
I don't know how open trade would be, but if you need an avenue, talk to Talus. Of the book.
Bookstore?
Violet Spiral. They let
Okay.
books in, hide supplies in that. Alice doesn't want to play, I can give.
Okay. I'm not going to ask how you acquired this knowledge.
Probably for the best.
You should not look a gift horse in the mouth. We could
What does that
probably
saying even mean?
do not look a horse that is a present in the mouth to inspect it as to look for flaws.
Okay.
Be grateful for what you have. Do not ask questions. We could probably try to contact Robin and Charity.
Clarity.
Clarity. I can't words.
Yes, I agree.
And see if they
Ooh.
know any routes or people who could help. Anybody knows anything, it's them. About being a
Clarity is the one who traveled with you for a little while, yes?
Yes.
Yes, and so did Robin.
They never met Robin. Robin left.
Oh,
before
they
you guys got to
didn't.
the
You're
capital.
right, because we only got to Wild Call, right?
Mm-hmm. Of course, we will reach out. Any help? Where are they? In the city.
No, they're
Oh. They're in Co.
yeah, they're in Co, but they can get to the city, or they'll at least have an idea of how to get into.
Okay. Very good. And like, Asir's like writing all of this down as you're talking. And making notes and
Yeah, I'm just gonna give him the intel on Alice right away.
Okay.
Quietly.
Okay. He makes a note of it and kind of like side eyes you.
Don't
Makes a
ask.
note. Very well.
How new Erie.
Okay. Please be swift in your journey. Fear the longer we wait, the harder it will be to get them out of the city.
Probably.
And be safe, all of you.
What do you mean, nah?
Oh, I'll take care of them. Don't worry.
Nobody in authority told me to be safe. I will not. Just kidding.
To do
I'm
the
kidding.
opposite, damn it!
The most self-destructive. Right, let's go. I don't know, fart cloud to a tree.
Before you go, we have something for all of you. And Ileana comes over and she holds out her hands, like she opens her hands up. And there are 5 perfect silver dragon scales.
Oh.
These come from your butt.
My God, we had the same fat Avi. Sherbert's
The
butt
queen
scale.
just sort of looks at you. No.
Oh, okay. I was just curious about their sanitation level.
Not look a butt
They
scale
look
in the mouth. I
perfect
believe,
as you look at them. They look perfect.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
What?
They are beautiful.
They are beautiful. Oh. What do we do with them? What do we do? Do we wear them? Are
That
we
is for
like
you
your
to
private
decide.
army now? Is that what we are?
Do you want to be?
I mean,
No.
we're pretty awesome, but no.
He's like, no. Mm-mm.
No.
I mean,
Not in an army. No.
I don't know if it would be like a conflict of interest given my political position and holy position, but I will say we are great allies. We could like LinkedIn or something.
Just hit me up on LinkedIn.
So,
Mm.
do you all accept a scale?
Yeah, they're shiny.
Oh yeah. She was
Thank
gonna
you.
accept
Yes.
it and like do up her hair and use it kind of like one of those fancy hairpins that like kind of stand up fancily.
Yeah, like how big are these scales?
These are ancient dragons, so they are quite big. They're
Well, she's got a lot of hair.
So you know with like it's a very Asian style of hair. They have like they're almost like crowns, but they're
Yeah,
sheets.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
something like that maybe.
Yep, just like that. Way messier, but yeah.
Rainy just looks at this one silver thing, and her entire outfit is like trimmed in gold. How I feel about
Imagining Karini, but with a grill.
Oh, reverently hands it off to Beeboop, tucks it in their back with all of the silverware.
Ileana sees you like start to do that, and she says, "I would suggest keeping it on you." Oh,
Oh, okay. I will do that. Thank you, Your Majesty.
and
Elise.
if you, okay, go ahead.
Elise kind of just looks at all their stuff and is just like, shit. Like, could I like, could I like somehow like attach my robe? Does my robe have like a cool pocket? Do I have like a boob pocket on my robe?
If you want it to, sure.
Put it in the
We
boob
never
pocket.
really talked about it.
I don't know where it could go. Elise has a lot of cool
Now you
garb.
look lopsided because like one of them's got this plate of dragon.
Yeah, that's probably not the best. Do I have like? Could I like stick it on the lantern somehow?
If you're still
You could
wearing the
probably figure
spoonkini, you
out-
could just stick it behind the spoonkini. Just say.
Ooh. Could I put it? Does would it like when you create a suction with something? You know what I mean, right?
I'm gonna give you all something fucking cool here, and
What if I just stick it on top of the stone?
We're just trolling you.
Like with the suction on?
if you, okay,
I don't know how to describe it. We'll figure it out.
okay. So, as long as you have these scales on your person, you are resistant to cold damage.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
They must be on your person.
We hit up a blacksmith before we leave.
Sure, there's one in town.
Thank you, Your Majesty. But you're staying here, because that would be incredibly fucking stupid for you to leave.
So you
In
have
case
said.
you forgot.
I'm just reiterating in case you get delusions of grandeur while we're gone.
Well, I think my delusion days are long past me.
Are they? Because you were gonna leave. Just say.
Guess we'll
I will
find out.
stay here.
Pinky swear?
The pinky swear.
It's a very
Hold up. My Like, I've only got 3 fingers, so I hold up my last one. Curl your fingers together, and it's a blood oath.
Robot and a dragon shake hands.
They walk into a bar.
Yeah, they both say ow.
So Kenny and Frank give hugs all around. They give Perini a basket of chicken. For the road.
Really want fried chicken right now.
Are you sure those gummies weren't weed gummies?
No, they weren't.
Oh my god, if she had that many weed gummies, like
Oh,
she'd be
man.
all over bumping into herself at this point. Like,
I also had
It would be like the time that I was high for 50 hours and my sister used her own money from her allowance that she saved up because she was still in high school and bought me a chicken sandwich from Wendy's, but I cried because it was cold and it wasn't spicy.
oh buddy.
Oh no.
Oh goodness.
I would say my sister did me a solid then. I was a mess. But yeah, learn how to dose yourself responsibly. I've gotten better.
It's true.
Mhm.
It's
And
always
you're-
better to take it can sometimes take up to 2 to 4 hours to hit. Be careful.
Especially if you're doing
I learned
edibles.
that the hard way.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Well,
Anyways,
that wasn't fair to you. What happened there? I've got words
Yeah.
to say about what happened there.
yeah, me too. Alright, so you say goodbye to everybody and you go to the local blacksmith, which is called Problems and Solutions. Because
this is my favorite place ever.
it is run by a female elf named Nikira. And she looks like a Cedar would call them a muscle mommy.
Mm. Mm.
Ooh.
And they're also
Yes.
super tall. Yeah. It's great.
Mhm.
Are you doing your book thing?
I did make the book gesture.
Okay. What is it that you're looking for here?
I want her to take this scale and
Mhm.
replace my patch job on the boob.
Okay. They look at the material that you handed them and sort of raise an eyebrow.
Don't ask
Dragon scale.
questions. I've got money.
Fair enough.
I have money.
You all should have money right now.
We got a little bit of money. We're good. We're good.
In their secret. I'm trying to find the right page here. But yeah, they get to work, and for 30 gold, they can patch you up.
Done. What's going on? It's a really good one. I don't say anything. Just
Oh.
what was her name?
Nikira.
Akira.
Shakira.
Nakira.
Do her
Kira
hip
is
fly?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't say anything. Well, she's like working on my boob. I'm like
Huh?
jotting down something on parchment that I'll flip to her when.
Okay. Reggie is like chilling on your shoulder watching all this happen, by the way. He's fascinated by blacksmiths. He's also very excited to see him.
Ram, it's like watching someone get a tattoo.
Yeah, pretty much. That's basically what it's like.
I mean, I've got my strip of tattoos
Yes.
on the one.
Etchings, yeah.
Yeah, the one boob.
And then on the other side, oh, it's a good thing I'm updating all of your art. Okay. But yeah, so, you know, she works and, like, she talks to Reggie, like, just sort of takes all of this in stride. They live in a place where Fey magic is really prevalent, so this doesn't seem to bother her at all. And, like, Reggie's asking questions, and, like, some of them you're not really sure that you want to translate because they have to deal with black powder, but you ask anyways.
He wants to know how much black powder to put in a cigar to only make it blow up funny.
So as this conversation happens, like, Reggie is fascinated. Everybody else, if you're watching or whatever it is that you're doing, but Ram gets their scale attached to their chest plate, and when she's finished, is there anything else I can do for all of you?
No. Thank you. I give her 40 gold in the note.
Okay. Are you sending me the note somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Are you? So what's the plan now? Are you leaving for the Salmaline Woods, or?
Yeah.
Okay. So you head out north through the gate, and the moment you step into the shade of the trees, the overwhelming sensation of being watched begins, as well as the sensation of like, there's fey magic in the air. Like, you can almost taste it. There's so much of it, but you also feel like you're being watched.
Great.
This is fine.
Probably the trees.
I look over at Karani and I'm like, is this normal?
Not like this back home.
No. No, not from where I'm from.
Did you, like, make it stop?
Can I? No. I don't think so.
Oh, I don't like that. Do you want me to, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I am going to cast, Pass Without Trace on us.
We'll say, Ram, as you were leaving...
No, wait, I can't do that on a group of us. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I can.
Ram, as you were leaving the blacksmith shop, she kind of looks at you and...
Bye, thanks.
Have fun, I guess?
Good luck storming
Sure.
the castle.
Yeah.
Are they gonna make it? There's no chance.
I cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Okay.
So we don't leave tracks and we're stealthy wealthy.
Alright. So, yeah, as you head into the shade of the woods, it becomes immediately apparent that the woods here... Ram, you recognize the feeling of Salmaline's magic, seeped into everything around you. And you...
I don't remember what he was like other than the sort of wild, untamed, natural chaos. Like, how was he as a person?
He was very kind, and the war was very hard on him in the sense that so much destruction and violence against like nature in general really took a toll on him. And so elves age much slower than pretty much all of the other races. He looked like he aged like a normal human would have, because it took so much out of him. And you know that he often, like at the end of everything, he would spend a lot of his time, there's a certain spell that a druid or certain people can cast that renews the land, and the longer they're at it, the more renewed the land becomes. This feels like that. But the amount of magic it would have required to do this was massive.
He was probably here for a long time.
There's probably a reason that this place is called the Salmaline Woods.
So, like, he may...
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so, like, he may have just expended himself fully to keep this space alive?
Yeah, so it would have been after the war was over, and the material plane as a whole had basically been just decimated. There was no real plant life or anything like that until mages or druids like Salmaline renewed the land. And the amount of magic that it would have taken to do something like this most likely would have killed him if it hadn't been for some of his extra strength that he got from the gods.
Yeah. Okay.
But, yeah.
Hey, babe.
Mm.
How's your stick?
I was just gonna say, I want to see how the stick's doing. So I pull it out, the staff.
Yeah, so you take out Salmaline's tear, and the crystal that's on the end of your staff has begun to like rotate very slowly, and it seems to be like pulling you in a direction towards the center of the forest.
You feel me kind of like leaning on your shoulders, like, oh, okay, let's go this way.
Guys, what's happening?
It's the stick. Gotta follow the stick. Magic spinning stick.
After you feel... Yeah, okay. After you feel the staff is like humming in your hand.
Where's the off button? This is weird.
It feels right.
Oh, but
like
right.
It should, like, almost a homecoming of some kind.
You know what I'm thinking of? It's the scene in Ghost with Patrick Swayze, and it's Ram and Aster, and they're holding the
Oh my god.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is.
That note, we're gonna end for the night.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed the session. I did. We're gonna go raid the Mind's Eye, who is back with his D&D campaign.
Back on his D&D bullshit.
Back on his D&D bullshit. So stick around for the raid. You can get platinum pieces for it that will help or hinder the party if you choose to spend them. If not, that's fine. But why?
You're
Weirdos.
just like me and you have nowhere to spend them.
That's
Big
true,
number
that's
makes brain go burr.
I wonder what my points are gonna look like after Spooktober.
Don't forget to check in tomorrow morning around 11:30 Eastern for Together Among the Stars with Maggie, with Dungeon Daddy
Yeah.
Rick, and we'll see you when we see ya. Bye-bye.
Bye.